Good evening to one and all. I am A. Prajen Kumar from Metallurgy second year. I am hereby to present my glance of presentation about a topic of bend test. Introduction about bend test. Bend test is a destructive mechanical test cost effective method used to evaluate ductility, weld quality, and soundness of metals, of plastics, and composite. It involves applying force to specimen, usually via 3 point and 4 point, bending resistance to bending, maximum strength, and potential for cracking under stress. The material is to bend to a specified angle and usually performed of UTM machine. Basic definition for universal testing machine. It is also used in many certain process. Okay. Key aspect will be of purpose evaluates ductility, flexibility, and strength. It commonly used to impact butt welded joints, TWI states. Okay. Mechanism: the test involve placing of supports applying force. Universal test machine. Okay. To determine a shear stress, creating tensile compressive force from center. Okay. And the definition: bend test, a test in which a specimen is to bend certain angle to have it is to bend certain angle from original to of theta. It will be bent to determine its ability to withstand plastic deformation without cracking. We have already seen about a plastic deformation curve in previous session. Okay, we have also have a without cracking how it is withstand the certain amount of load. The objectives: determine ductility of a material and also harness and strength, detect surface and internal surface defects, check weld joint, measure a resistance to cracking. We have also ability to have a measure the resistance when it will be cracking will have, and also it will be used. The principle behind outer surface is of tension and inner surface lining of a compression will be act, and neutral axis there have neutral axis will be no stress at all acted. Okay, it will effectively used for ductile material. How it bend without cracking? It is used to note ductile material bend without cracking. The core mechanism begins stress. When a material is bent, it experiences inhomogeneous stress distribution. The inner side of a bend is subjected to compressive stress. We have inner surface lining compression stress, while the other we have tensile and neutral axis have no stress. The stress is greater of outer edge fibers will, and towards decreases toward neutral fiber will be decreases. We have a glance about no stress will be act. And then types of bend test: 3 point bend test, 4 point bend test, free bend test, and guided bend test, V bend and U bend test. About a 3 point bend test, the specimen rest. We have a glance of a diagram. This also we have explained about the specimen rest on two support roller when a single force is common applied at center. It is the most common method, but introduce transverse force that can complicate pure bending analysis. It is used to bend a pure bending analysis. The specimen is to be placed on a flat surface of a bending span. When a load is applied, we have used to have certain amount of withstand of load. And then to be have 4 point bend test. It is likewise also about 3 point bend test. Similarly, 4 point bend test, two load applied between support. If we have a glance of a diagram, force is applied via double punch at 2 points. This create a zone of constant bending moment. Constant bending moment will be created between upper point, eliminating a transverse force. Eliminating a transverse force. Okay. Providing a more accurate assessment will be provided. For brittle material like ceramics and composites will be acted. Load cell will be emerged from the wire will be bended. We have a 7 dia. Stage will be have a thick. We have a both corners and a stage. Two loads applied between a support. Uniform bending moment we have seen. Now used to for accurate stress analysis from the 4 point. Okay. The test specimen. Okay, rectangular or cylindrical space. The test specimen will be of rectangular or cylindrical shape. Okay, standard dimension. ASTM will be of standard dimension and IS. Surface should be smooth and elongated, neat. Equipment used: universal testing machine, bending fixtures, dial gauge, and digital indicator. We have a diagram about support pin, specimen, load pin, and both corners and force will be applied. We have a specimen uh, flattered. We have applied force. How the material to be have crack will be obtained, will be attained. Test procedure. We have to have a prepare specimen, place on support. Support will from this place a support, applied a row load gradually. We have to apply a load gradually. Likewise, any force will be applied. It will be bent to 90 or 180 degree. It will be bent. We have observed crack. Crack will be observed. So it is a procedure for a bend test. And formula: 3 point bend test, sigma equal to 3PL divided by 2B d square. P will denote load and L will denote length between support. B of width and D will be denoted at thickness. Advantage: simple and quick, low cost, a small specimen will be of required. Good for wet inspection. Disadvantage: it will be of destructive test, not suitable for very brittle material, will be not suitable. Result depends upon specimen size. Okay, result of depends on specimen size. Application: testing weld joints will be test use from that. Structural steel inspection. Okay, quality control in industries. In we have from metallurgy industries we have used to for quality control by using bend test. And the construction material testing. Okay. Finally, a summary session for bend test. Bend test is a simple, inexpensive, destructive method used to evaluate ductility, soundness of material. We have seen from the introduction session. It is usually performed by using of universal test machine. Uh, Key definition for bend test will be propose assess ductility, weld penetration, fusion, and detects defects. Application: widely used in quality control and weld qualification. The ASMEIS standard will be 9606. Types: guided, bended. Coupon is forced into a die. Free bend will be assessed. Semi-guided point will be worked. Weld orientation: face bend, root bend, and side bend. We have also seen about from the objectives. Okay, principle: outer surface lining tension, inner surface compression, and neutral axis of new stress. Okay, procedure summary. Inspection will be occupied from the bend test. 3 point bend test. Okay, we have seen it is the glance of overview. Uh, Already we have seen about the advantages, cost effective method, rapid result, and effective. Quickly identify weld defects and material embrittlement. Disadvantage as well as an application: testing weld joints, construction material testing. Okay. Conclusion. Okay, thank you. Conclusion: bend test evaluate of ductility, strength. Okay, important as well as for weld testing and simple and effective control method. Okay, thank you.